2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the...
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beverly in at the point.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season, but in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Now here's Antetokounmpo trying to get open as Lopez. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
George against DiVincenzo. Right side Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Outside Leonard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Middleton looking it over. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. No good there. Nice D from Cousins. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. And the pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Giannis. He's covered by Leonard. Lock at 6. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. That shot off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. It's stolen by Morris. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Pass to Tucker. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Rondo. They get a hand on it. Rondo with the steal. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jackson down low. Pass to Batum. And here is Zubac. Great D that time from Portis.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Cloak loose, Batum with the steal. And here we go, Clippers running again. Man passes to Jackson. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Jackson kicks to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Portis. No good from Zubac. Bucks trail by 6. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Giannis missing.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
Now Zubac. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with... Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin.
I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg playing with a chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1. How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Here's Batum. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And that one hits back iron.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Kennard for 3. That one's not going to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Pass to Forbes. He kicks to Holiday. Now the pass to Connaughton. Shot clock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Antetokounmpo. A beautiful reverse layup. Antetokounmpo's got 14.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Over Holiday. It doesn't go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. From past the arc. That one's no good. 0-1 to begin the game. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Now here's Rondo. Outside Leonard. Down low. Basket good.
Good job by Cousins on the catch and shoot game there, establishing that rhythm, catching the ball. Had some flow with that.
Here's Giannis. He's got 16. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Lopez kicks to Holiday. Bucks passing it around. Feeds it to Giannis. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Passes it to Rondo. Back to Morris. On the wing, George. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Rondo against Holiday. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Rondo. Cousins has got 6 points.
Now you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find him.
Holiday goes in. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Portis in the post. He's against Morris. Portis can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And we all know what a tough cover Kawhi has become. The defender got caught in a bad position and is kicking himself for it now.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And then for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Teague. Middleton left side. The kick out to Teague. Lopez with the ball. He's picked up by Cousins. Lopez passes to Portis. Shot clock at 2. They get it back. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And he got that one up. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It was all about the Clippers as the game got going. And for the Clippers, the win. And that.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Teague. Portis is out there with Chris Middleton. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And Giannis throws it down.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
Now here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And George kicks to Leonard. Over Middleton. George passes to Cousins. Now here's Beverly. That three off the mark. Beverly against T. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. He hits the second from the line.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as the most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Leonard, no luck. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 4. Pass to DiVincenzo. T kicks to Giannis. Nifty move. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game. Learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
A different look for the Clippers. Man's checked in, and it's Kennard in for George. And here's Jackson to the inside. Man, it's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Check out the vision from Jackson. Doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 20 points for him. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Batum against Antetokounmpo. Leonard with no one around. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
This offense just looks so different when Kawhi Leonard is on the floor and when he's knocking down shots like this.
Outside Teague. Over Jackson. Middleton trying to break free. Goes back up. Bucks passing it around. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. Fondo's checked in. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Drew Holiday in for T. Lopez kicks to Middleton. And again, the Bucks miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And finished off by Leonard.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. The kick out to Lopez. Back to Holiday. The pass to Connaughton.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Batum. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. Here's Rondo after Drew Holiday's score. Rondo, good.
Embracing the hit on the way up. Rondo hard to take down. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
Now here is Holiday. yes, it's good. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside Rondo. Outside Jackson. Pass to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
That's power from DeMarcus Cousins.
There's 18 seconds left in the third. On the wing, Holiday. Covered by Morris. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Holiday. Outside Rondo. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's George in at the 3, the small. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Outside Rondo. Passes it to Cousins. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 26 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Holiday.
Although he's a bit smaller, Rondo knows he's got to outthink guys on the interior, and that time drew the contact.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now here is Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And that one misses. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And he makes that one. George has got his first 2 points.
You always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. To the middle. Leonard with the steal. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. The Bucks trail. One-on-one fast break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Clippers. Cousins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Rondo passes to George. Oh, Morris in position.
Important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Back to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Leonard attacking and finished off by Leonard.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go. Cousins heading to the hoop. And Cousins throws it down.
And how about Cousins stepping up? A little leadership role here down the stretch.
Bucks trail by 5. Giannis outside. That one drops for him. Antetokounmpo's got 16 points here in the second half.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
DiVincenzo finds Holiday. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Morris outside. Pass to Rondo. Six on the shot clock. Outside, George double team. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. The pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. And they double up Giannis. Pass to Holiday. Middleton outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
Think about Paul George in his second year in the NBA being named the most improved player. He's just gotten better from that point. And you don't have to win an award every year to prove it.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
I think Patrick Beverly, for the entirety of his NBA career, is really going to embrace the role of being the villain. Has no problem with it whatsoever.
The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Well, Middleton proving again how clutch he is for this basketball team. Big shot there.
So the Clippers with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final second.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The bustling city of Portland. And we've got
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Cousins in its center. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 roaming the paint.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Here's George, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
McCollum kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Kicks it out to Covington. To the paint. Fader on the way. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. A shot by George. Wide open. Offensive rebound. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And I like the anticipation of George on the glass there. A veteran sense of where the miss is going.
Covington finds Lillard. And the rebound. There's Hollis Jefferson. It's hauled in by Beverley.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Took him no time at all on that one. George has got 7 points in the game. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And what a selfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Beverley deciding where to go with it. Inside. Stolen. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And the basket by Lillard.
It's tough. When I think of Dame, that's the first word that comes up. Showing why on that hoop right there.
George passes to Leonard. Tries again. Morris, left side. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Covington against Leonard. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Now here's Leonard. Batum dishes to Leonard. And there's the pass to Zubac. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Cullen passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. It's picked off. And finished off by Leonard.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it in.
Now here's Rondo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Leonard. 6 to shoot. White block shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Cantor. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
At the line for 2.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Passes to Kennard. Down low. It's stolen by Jones.
Love the offensive game of McCollum. He can score from anywhere on the court.
Paul George. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a puck.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Here's Batum. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Cullen passes to Kanter. Back to McCollum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, consistency is what comes to mind when I think of McCollum. I mean, especially offensively, where he scores in bunches.
For the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Paul George in for Kennard. It's George on the wing. And Jones sends it back. Anthony against Morris. Jones, the pass to Canner. Portland, no good that time either. The Clippers in the lead. Cousins, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Kicks it out to Jones. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the basket by McCollum.
Gotta know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on.
Jackson looking around to the middle. The jump hook. And too long on the shot. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Canner. McCollum outside. The offensive rebound. Cantor, the pass to Simons. Off target with the open look.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
And George with the stuff.
Amazing floor awareness from Cousins. Skilled at spotting the open man.
George has gone a nice 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. The pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Goes up to the stripe. Here's Cantor. Here's Anthony. No good. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's George. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he comes up with the deuce. Simons has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The 3 from George. Not going to go that time. And it's Portland the other way. 1:06 left to play here in the half. But they recover it. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Outside, Jones. Misses the 3. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Mann. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And for Portland, they're shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Jones after the Clippers pick up 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Left side, Leonard. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And that's it for the first half of action.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 13 points. And that'll do.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's George in at the shooting guard. Leonard, no luck. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Beverly dishes to George. To the inside, Cousins. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Now here's Powell. No points in the game yet for him. Covington down low. Morris is there. And a deep three from Lillard. Morris with the rebound.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Now here's Powell. Following the miss by Marcus Morris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Cousins. And it's Batum in for Morris. To the middle. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Here's Beverley, following the score by Damian Lillard. Beverley, the pass to Zubac. The dish now to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Outside Leonard. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
You got to get out on Lillard. His long-distance shot, it's cash.
And here is Zubac after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. There's 1:38 left in the third. McCollum against George. The shot that time not on target. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. Talk about a brain cramp.
Ennis Cantor's checked in for Portland. Anthony comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. The Clippers also making some changes. Kennard, he's checked in for Zubac. Jackson comes in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Covington finds McCollum. Covington against Kennard. Another shot, and the rejection by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Jones checked in for Robert Covington. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Cousins is checked in. Now here's Cousins. He dishes it to Jackson. Good on the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 1.
He's not the biggest guy on the court, but Jackson doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. He'll take a knock as long as he can get his points out of it.
McCollum against Jackson. Lillard with no one around. Portland shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
A different look now for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Pass to Powell. And here's Kanter. Puts it up. Off the left rim and out.
Now with the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
That's a 2 from Kennard. Up again. Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got 5 points so far.
Poor job defensively on the glass. I mean, Cousins is the first guy you have to get a body on. He has good anticipation and those long, long arms.
Passes it to Powell. From deep. A shot off that time. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Clearing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now, here is Morris. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Lillard. Anthony. And staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got the game tied up here for Portland.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Jones. Norman Powell comes in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Los Angeles. Now, here's Kennard. Shoots over Powell. Tips it. Cousins on the follow. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter. Clippers with the ball. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kanter. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Paul George is checked in for Kennard. Outside, George. Los Angeles with another miss. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's sent back by George. Hollis Jefferson finds Covington. Powell for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Rondo passes to Leonard. He can't get it to go. Good D by Covington. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got the fast break chance. And Lillard throws it down.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out of transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D. Burn him in the open floor.
Clippers trail by 5. Outside Leonard. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. The free throw drops for Leonard.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Now here's Powell. Back to Lillard. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Covington with it. Guarded now by Morris. And the rejection by Cousins.
Are using great defensive instincts. Cousins will swat anyone's shot away. He's relentless.
Here's George. Pass to Cousins. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Beverly the pass to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. And Cousins kicks to Leonard. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. McCollum against George. Stolen by George.
Playing a little cornerback there. Anticipates the pass and jumps the route.
Leonard, no luck. Gets the first. That makes it a 3-point lead.
Still young with loads of upside. Nurkic is comfortable playing the enforcer. I mean, you can tell he wants to keep improving.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. The pass to Cousins. Outside Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game. But as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
Cantor checked in for Hollis Jefferson.
Well, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
Beverly against Lillard. From deep. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And George, here we go. The putback. And Jones pulls it down.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Those are big. I mean, it turns into a 2-possession game.
And here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. The three from George. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
Cousins finds Morris. Down low. He wants to get it to Nurkic, and does. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. George looking over the floor. From deep 3-point range, misses the shot. So the Trailblazers win it. Drop back to David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. Their home crowd. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's McCollum following the shot by Drew Holiday. Lillard misses. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Basket counts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Holiday. Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the night.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Powell. Covington in the corner. Back to Powell. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Giannis. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. It's deflected. Nurkic with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And stolen by Lillard. Cullen passes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Lillard against Giannis. 5 to shoot. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Pass to Middleton. Now here's Tucker, guarded by Powell. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Covington is just so quick, leaving the defense well behind him, actually in the dust as he gets down the court.
Portis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Holiday. Finish off the break.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Now, here's Lillard. He dishes it to McCollum. A three ball. No good on the shot. And Milwaukee the other way now.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Giannis with it. Now defended by McCollum. Here's Giannis. Here's Lopez on the wing. DiVincenzo. Middleton finds Holiday. Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by Anthony. And Giannis throws it down.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
McCollum passes to Anthony. Here's the three. McCollum, no good. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Now here's Jones. Great D that time for Middleton.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feet. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about.
I think the most important lesson that I got is
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. Now here's McCollum after Enes Kanter's miss. McCollum left side. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. Passes it to Simons. Anthony with it. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And he gets the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Portland making a change here. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Jones is checked in. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Pat Connaughton. P.J. Tucker comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Powell's checked in. Here's Giannis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Giannis has got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
For Milwaukee, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes it, makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And, Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Now here is Holiday. With the teardrop. Offensive rebound. It's stolen by Jones. One-on-one here. Lillard with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And it's Lillard missing.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Here's Tucker trying to get open as Lopez. And the 3 off target. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Portland. Now, here's Nurkic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Powell kicks to Anthony. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Drew Holiday. Lillard with it. 6 points for him. Over Holiday. Lillard misses.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Giannis with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one goes in. Giannis has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Nurkic finds Powell. Back to Nurkic. Outside Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. There's the pass to Powell.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Giannis right side. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 20 points. And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
You know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And here are the Trailblazers now. A 2-point game on the floor for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Timeout called, the Bucks. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
And I can tell us at the end of your journey when it's all said and done. Nothing feel much better than hearing my you won.
Some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Pat Connaughton, and Giannis has subbed in for Drew Holiday. And a switch here also for Portland. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Now here's Giannis, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's good, 2 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Portland. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Yes! And the foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Inside, Middleton uses both hands to slam it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Here's Giannis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 11. To the left wing. Nurkic dishes to Carmelo. Back to Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Tips it up and staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got his second basket.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance that gives them the lead. McCollum's got 8 points. And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Antetokounmpo.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Portland leading, and it's the Trailblazers on the break. And a wide open look for McCollum, and a miss there on the triple. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. A 3 for DiVincenzo, and the 3-ball is good. DiVincenzo's got himself on the board with 3 there. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now, here's Cantor. Anthony, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Hollis Jefferson's got his first points of the game. DiVincenzo against McCollum. Got a piece of it. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Bryn Forbes.
He is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Pass to Simons. Trailblazers moving the ball around. A good look for McCollum. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Jones comes in for Anthony. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Simons after Drew Holiday's score. To the paint. Powell, that's good. Powell's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Simons surveying the D. Misses the layup. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now Holiday, he's got 8. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Jones. And Jones slams it home.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. The Bucks on top. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Moment here now for an injury report. Now for an update on Antetokounmpo's injury, let's go over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I caught up with Milwaukee's head athletic trainer. Told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. He won't return for this game, and depending on the final prognosis, he may miss a number of games before making a return. I'll let you know more details as soon as I find them out. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the three. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Here's Holiday, and he uses the glass on the layup. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Lillard attacking, and that one drops for him.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. And he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in for Powell.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Holiday against Lillard. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 12 points in just the second half.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lillard attacking. Good on the shot.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Here's Holiday. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lillard way outside. It's rebounded by Portis. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Antetokounmpo, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Nurkic is checked in, and there's the defensive 3-second call. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum against DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Portis. And the Bucks miss again. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard dishes to Carmelo. Rebounded by the Bucks.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And contact on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The kick out to Lopez. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's DiVincenzo. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Holiday looking for an opening. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus out there.
That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Damian Lillard.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Good!
Boy, it's just a fantastic effort they're getting from Drew Holiday.
And Portland has possession. Lillard outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Portis, the pass to Lopez. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Here's Portis. It drops.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
It's McCollum on the wing. Fires from deep. Doesn't go that time. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. That's a look at our setting tonight. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4 slot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Leonard the pass to Morris. Leonard kicks to Jackson. No good from outside. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
It's good.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Outside Holiday. The pass to Middleton. Tries from 16. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now here's Leonard. And he banks in the layup.
That time he kept it himself. Leonard playing a chess game on the pick and roll.
Giannis with it. Middleton outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Jackson. He feeds it to Leonard. Holiday against Jackson. Back to Leonard. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Morris against Giannis. Holiday trying to free himself up. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got his second basket of the game. Here's George. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
And here's Holiday. To the inside. And to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Morris with the bucket.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Holiday against Jackson. Now here is Holiday. Guarded closely. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight. George looking around. Passes it to Zubac. Plenty of space. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Feeds it to Morris. Right side Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. They get the rebound. Portis makes it off the glass.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
With 1 on the clock, and the layup good by Cousins.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis...
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Kennard in at the small forward position. A floater. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Rondo. Here's Cousins. Batum trying to break loose. No good from Cousins. The Bucks trail. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up. Maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Here's Holiday. And the rejection by Cousins. Beverley wide open. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 3 assists now in this one. To the middle. And stolen by Cousins. Holiday against Kennard. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Kennard for 3. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Giannis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height
It's really impressive.
Beverly for three. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Giannis. Cousins pulls it in.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Kennard, the pass to Batum. He kicks it to Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. There's the lob to the hoop. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. And the Clippers lead by 7.
And don't kid yourself about Cousins. He has the ability to see the whole floor, and he's willing to share the wealth.
Beverly for three. Hands it from downtown. Beverly's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Here now, the Clippers. This run now up to 13-2. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Down low. Great communication on the alley-oop. And now a 12-point Clipper lead.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Tucker finds Giannis. A second chance effort, Lopez. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
A different look for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bobby Portis. Jackson passes to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got his second bucket.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
On the wing, George. And the three off target. Bucks trail by 15. Here's Giannis. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Middleton on the wing. And the layup is good.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
And again, the Clippers turn it over.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Clippers leading by 13. Jackson, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. A three for DiVincenzo. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. 6 to shoot. Poke loose. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Giannis has got 4 this quarter.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Outside, George. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
And Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Pass to Zubac from 11 feet away. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Connaughton passes to Tucker. Here's Giannis. Connaughton, nice persistence to chip it back up and in. Connaughton's got it back down to single digits for the Bucks.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And it's Zubac atop the key. To the inside. And Batum kicks to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. Bucket is good. Zubac has got 6.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 9 points with the basket from Antetokounmpo. Rondo looking around. And there's the pass to Zubac. The shot will not fall. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers leading by 9. Batum passes to Rondo. Back to Batum. Shoots over Tucker. Here's Mann. Defended by Middleton. They grab their own miss. Here's Zubac. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Giannis. And the layup falls.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Kennard. Here's Batum. Good. Nice job down low. And the Clippers lead by 11.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
And if you don't, they keep finding them.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Patrick Beverley out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kennard in at small forward.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
Rondo passes to Leonard. Banked in off the glass.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Here's Forbes. Kicks to Tucker. Second chance shot. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Rajon Rondo. Holiday, the pass to Portis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got assist number 8 now on the night. Holiday against George. Pass to Beverley. From deep. George, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
The Bucks working the ball around. Lopez against Batum. And Lopez gets it to go.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
George against Howard. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Holiday looking for an opening. He dishes it to Lopez. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. Leonard with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Pat Connaughton. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Batum. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. But they get it back. Outside for Jackson. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Connects on the 17-footer.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Portis. Lopez with the ball. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Left side, Leonard. Fires for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Outside Leonard. Lets it go with a 3. Again, Leonard missing. Bucks trail by 11. Giannis inside. Morris is there. Count it.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Outside Jackson. The tray. It's rebounded by Portis.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And here's Leonard from 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. The Bucks making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's man, defended by Middleton. From deep three-point range. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Here's Kennard. Here's Oturu. Off on that one. So the Clippers with the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. inside the locker room. Players' final.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. And for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beverly in at the point guard. Now here's Covington. Paul George with the steal. That one doesn't go. And it's Portland the other way. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Leonard, and it's blocked. Morris right side. Second shot opportunity. Misses off the left iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. Pocket 6. Now Cousins. Here's George. Morris dishes to George.
Paul George does a great job changing speeds right there, and that's a huge part of his athleticism. Takes it strong to the cup and just daring a defender to come at him.
Both shots good from the stripe.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
McCollum kicks to Hollis Jefferson. McCollum passes to Lillard. Over Beverly. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
George against McCollum. Morris trying to free himself up. The shot by George, no good.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And the basket by McCollum.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
From deep, George, and the 3-ball is good. George has got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Nurkic finds McCollum. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. The Clippers trail. Morris into the lane. Nobody near George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's a really nice stroke. Paul George set up nicely. Great release. And big-time shot there.
Lillard surveying the D. And it's off the back rim. No good. LA's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better? That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Now, here's Lillard. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a step too far.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Lillard. Covington trying to break free, and Lillard throws it down.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Portland also making some changes. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. And Leonard gets it to go.
Hard to deny Leonard when he gets in that close to the rim. Too many ways for him to get creative to score.
Rondo against Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Off target from outside. Now the Clippers with it. Big stretch here going 10-2. Zubac, that's good.
Orchestrating right now. Rondo should be playing with a baton.
Lillard with it. And then Lillard slams it in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Paul George. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from being a...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Batum is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Rondo in at the 1. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And the Clippers making a change here. Man's checked in. Powell against Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Pass to Powell. Here's Cantor. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the dunk by Powell.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Jackson, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Simons, the pass to Powell. Now, here's Cantor. Back to Powell. Now, here's Zubac.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Jones finds Anthony. Here's Powell. Puts up a 3. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
It's Jackson with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the middle. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 2 as they get the bucket from Powell.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Second shot on the way. That shot is off. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Passes to Canner. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Jones, the pass to Simons. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Kennard's shot is off. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. The Clippers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Jackson drives in. Misses from close range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Melo getting up and slamming one home.
LA has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And here's Jackson. He has 6. Powell pulls it in.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. McCollum outside. 40 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lillard with it. He's covered by Rondo. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Leonard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
McCollum passes to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 8 points.
Well, compact and strong Lillard using his frame and still finishing.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above. And that does it for our...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 43% for the game. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 6 points for him.
Now, going back to his college days, this is one of Leonard's favorite moves, the simple pull-up off the dribble.
McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Pulls it from the elbow. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. George passes to Beverly. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Back to George. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. George has got 14 points.
They're not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Now McCollum. Covington passes to Hollis Jefferson. Kicks it out to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And here's McCollum for 3. The offensive rebound.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. George looking around. Cousins throws it down.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
To the paint. Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And Cousins gets it to go. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
A minute 20 left in the third quarter of the game. Leonard with the ball. 6 points for him. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
58 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Beverly. Now, here's George. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by McCollum. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 4 on the bucket from Hollis Jefferson.
And Nurkic with a nice job there, willing to share the ball with his teammates.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. A putback. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard outside. And then Lillard slams it in.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. And there it is for him. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Rajon Rondo. Batuma's out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Jackson in at the shooting guard. Powell, no one around him, but they'll get another chance. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Rondo, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And that one falls for Rondo.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
Here's Simons. Lays it up off the glass. Simons has got his first bucket of the night.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Rondo passes to Jackson. Back to Rondo. Jones against Kennard. Dishes it to Cousins. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's Simons. And the pass to Powell. Simons surveying the D. Here's Jones. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Here's Rondo. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Portland the other way.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. Here's Lillard. Rebound by the Clippers. Cousins has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Jackson against Lillard. Left side Jackson. Pass to Cousins. He kicks to Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Clippers lead by 7.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low. Really difficult for them to defend.
Lillard against Rondo. It's Powell on the wing. Deflects the pass. Nice D from Cousins. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Jackson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's George in for Rajon Rondo. And then for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. Cantor. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Los Angeles leading by 10. Leonard inside. He's guarded by McCollum. And he gets it to go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
And Cousins gets it to go.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Clippers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Los Angeles.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paul George.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
From deep, And Cantor pulls it down. Anthony kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Kicks it out to McCollum. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Outside, George. From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. So it's Los Angeles winning this one. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. soaring high above the Willette. And let's...
Well, guys,
he's certainly come a long way, DA. Thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3, the small forward. Holiday against Lillard. Takes a shot at the elbow, and the rebound goes to Lopez. And he jams it with authority.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard, the pass to Anthony. The layup missed.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Middleton on the wing. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. Middleton can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now here's Lillard. Inside. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. And that one goes long. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to Connaughton. Fires, high post. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Nurkic, the pass to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Lopez with the steal. Giannis against Nurkic. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. It's tipped. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. On the wing, Holiday. Hits the 3 from the wing. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Holiday following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Ennis Cantor's checked in for the Trailblazers. Jones comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Forbes checked in.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player, and I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
And here's Holiday. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Here is Forbes. Middleton, the pass to Lopez. 6 to shoot. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Trailblazers trail by 5. Jones drives in. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Passes it to Giannis. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lopez with the bucket.
Ready to shoot once he catches it. Lopez has tremendous confidence in his scoring ability.
For Portland, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead by... We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trouble.
Being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position.
Tucker is a bulldog, someone that enjoys going at the defense inside and earning the ball.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers.
In last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you don't even see him change sets in the middle of the game. Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Teague, the pass to DiVincenzo. Tries again. And Covington sends it back. And now Portland on the break. Jones is right.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's Teague. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The shot's good.
Well, Jeff Teague is one of the tougher players in the league despite his size, and he did a good job finishing through the contact.
Here's Simons. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Kanter. Kicks it to Covington. 11 feet away. Pass to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Kanter finds Powell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays, there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And Portland has possession following the bucket by the Bucks. Jones dishes to Powell. Here's Kanter. In the corner, Powell with it. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Powell's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Here's Connaughton, defended by Jones. Connaughton passes to Portis. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Portis has got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
He's a real threat from those in-between spots. Portis is someone you got to be up on.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Monday Hollis Jefferson. He's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Lillard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The Bucks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Giannis kicks to Holiday. Back to Giannis. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Now here's Lillard. Fires top of the key. And the basket is good. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Holiday. He kicks it to Lopez. Pass to Connaughton. Antetokounmpo inside. Anthony on him. Antetokounmpo, no good.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Back to Nurkic, taken away by Holiday. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Clock up 2 there. Giannis has got 4 this quarter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. A 2-point game.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And the rejection by Giannis. The kick out to Lopez. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. For 3, Middleton. He can't get that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's McCollum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by Anthony.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. To the paint. It's tipped. They double-team McCollum. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Knocked loose. 5 on the clock. And Portland has possession. Here's Covington. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
McCollum outside. Gets an open look and hits. McCollum's got 6. Bucks leading by 4. Holiday. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Back to DiVincenzo. Misses the 3. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And the shot goes in. Now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead.
Oh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
It's McCollum on the wing. Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. On deep. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from McCollum.
Continues to try his luck from way outside. McCollum knows he has the range to knock things down.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Middleton trying to break free. Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. McCollum deciding where to go with it. A floater. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks leading by 3. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. Covington's shot is off. Now the pass to Middleton. There's the triple. That shot no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Covington kicks to McCollum. Stolen by Holiday. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Holiday's got 9 points.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Out to the right wing. McCollum outside. Here's Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. One-on-one fast break, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bucks ahead, leading by 5. From Portland. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Ennis Cantor, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Here's Lillard. It's tipped.
And you know defense is Tucker's calling card. He will pester you, aggravate you, get up in your jersey, make you think twice about trying to shoot over him.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And Portis throws it down.
And you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
Portland moving the ball around. Now, here's Lillard. Defense is right there. Jones. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here is Forbes. Passes it to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
The shot's good from Cantor.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Tucker. Clock at 6. Middleton outside. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Middleton's got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee. Lillard with it. He feeds it to Carmelo. Outside, Jones. Pass to Anthony. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here is Forbes. Back to Middleton. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Portis can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Lillard. And he gets the bucket.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
Now here's Middleton. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Connaughton. And Middleton kicks to Connaughton. And foul on the... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. We told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Holiday against Lillard. Here's Giannis. Banked in off the glass.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Here's Lillard. shot is good.
Clutch is Lillard's middle man. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
Tipped away. Here's Jones. The putback, good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
I don't think pressure bothers Cantor that much. He remains calm and collected in the game's biggest moments.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And no good. Excellent D from Cantor. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. It's deflected. And that's an intentional foul. It's the first that will put them up by 2.
And really, from second-round pick to All-Star, Middleton's story inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
Forget about the pressure. He was perfect. No choice but to look for the 3.
Now Holiday. So it's the Bucks who come out on top here. This win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.